Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The city of Guelph is still buzzing today after learning the Guelph Storm will host the 2027 Memorial Cup. It'll mark 25 years since the team last hosted the tournament back in 2002. CTV's Colton Weens has more on the excitement.
Now that the city of Guelph knows that the Storm will be hosting the 2027 Memorial Cup, excitement is quickly building across the city. Sports stores are getting set for extra storm gear to be sold, and for the influx of people coming to town. The last time Guelph hosted the Memorial Cup was in 2002, and residents still remember just how exciting that was. Bars also tell me that they expect a big influx of customers throughout the Memorial Cup tournament, as they usually see quite an influx of customers during Guelph Storm games and after the games. Now, while the Guelph Storm have been to the Memorial Cup 6 times before, they have never won the entire thing, and fans say knowing that the team will be competing in the tournament no matter what in 2027, they're more than excited for the opportunity.
Listen, it's like winning the Stanley Cup. It's amazing. I'm so happy for the city of Guelph. I'm happy for downtown. We need a boost. I think it's going to even be better this time because we already had a kick at the can of doing it, and now we're going to do it again and even do a better job.
It's such an honor, and it's going to bring great business to McCabe's, and we're so excited to see everyone.
Coming up at 6, we'll hear from some of the Guelph Storm players about the excitement of hosting the tournament. Colton Weens, CTV News, Guelph.
It has been 1 week since Ontario's speed cameras had to be turned off, but some municipalities haven't taken the devices down quite yet. Let's go to CTV's Tony Grace, live in studio for a closer look at this and some other news we're following this hour. Tony.
And Leanne, while those speed cameras can no longer issue tickets, the region of Waterloo is still using them to gather traffic data for the time being. The region says the vendor they leased the cameras from required 90 days notice to end the contract. That notice has been given, but in the meantime, the cameras are collecting information on speed and traffic volumes. University of Waterloo planning professor Carrie Mitchell hopes to study that data and keep the conversation on speed cameras going.
Let's see the public data on this, and let's make informed decisions rather than knee-jerk reactions to a program that probably wasn't working efficiently and could have been tweaked, but instead was banned.
And the region of Waterloo is not the only area that's kept the cameras up for now. CTV's Krista Simpson brings us more on the plans going forward tonight at 6. Also coming up, serial killer Dellen Millard has been moved from a maximum security to a medium security prison. Millard and Mark Smith were convicted of first-degree murder in the death of Tim Bosma of Ancaster after Bosma took the two on a test drive of the truck he was selling back in 2013. They were also convicted in the death of Laura Babcock, crimes that all ultimately had local connections. Bosma's family today said they are disgusted to hear of the transfer, saying Corrections Canada disregarded feedback provided by the families on the possibility of such a move. We'll have a full report with more reaction for you coming up tonight at 6. But for now, Leanne, I'm going to send things right back over to you.
Okay, Tony, thanks very much. Appreciate it. From twinkling lights to festive delights, Alex Pinto live tonight at the St. Jacobs Market for the holiday sip and shop. Alex, it's got to be feeling like the holiday spirit is alive there.
It's kind of like you walked into maybe the North Pole, Leanne. We've got some twinkle lights going. We've got Christmas carols happening, endless vendors, and things are starting to get quite busy as we take a look here as well. We've got campfires, like we said, vendors inside and out of the market here tonight as well. So yes, this is the annual Sip and Shop event. It is taking place tonight. Officially, it started around 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it's expected to go right through until 9 o'clock, but it is already quite busy, and it's going to be taking place again next Friday as well if you don't have a chance to check it out here tonight. But an array of hand-picked vendors, so you can find that special something for that special someone on your Christmas list this year. You can also grab something warm. They've got cider, hot chocolate, several things to check out here today. And if you do have plans to come down, tickets are $8 plus tax a person, but then you get to enjoy the entire market venue, and again, inside and out. So there's going to be a little something for everyone. Nice to grab the kids and maybe check it out. Weather-wise too, not too bad, but if you do have plans to check it out here this evening, you may want to grab a coat and maybe layer up, which is what we're doing here tonight. When we look at our satellite and radar map, mainly clear sky out here right now. We are noticing just a few clouds a little bit more south of us at this time. And if you are getting closer to maybe the Windsor area, potentially a little bit of wet weather could be headed your way. But for us here outside of the St. Jacobs Market, it's looking pretty nice, just starting to cool down a little bit right now. Currently in Kitchener-Waterloo, it is 7 degrees, 7 in the city of London. Similar conditions if you're in Goderich tonight as well. A little bit warmer in the Windsor area there this evening. But yes, if you do have plans to come check it out, you definitely want to grab maybe the coat, maybe layer up just a little bit. But hey, there's a nice fire that you can warm up to here this evening as well. And of course, we've got great food, not just some drinks to enjoy, but a little something for everyone. So we're going to be here over the next couple of hours to take a look at what you can expect to see. But for now, Leanne, I'll send it back over to you.
All right, perfect. Alex, that looks like the place to be. It is making me feel like in the holiday spirit as well. Have fun. We'll talk to you in a bit. And that's not the only market you can check out. You can also go to the wonderfully made holiday market tonight and tomorrow at Catalyst 137 in Kitchener. Admission is free. From a jingle bar to Santa Claus, there is plenty to check out. Breast Cancer Canada has released its 2025 annual progress report. The report highlights advances in treatment, screening, and policy, while also identifying gaps in access to care across the country. The organization says 7 new breast cancer therapies were approved in the past year, but getting from the approval phase to access still takes over a year on average. Breast Cancer Canada also says the current federal recommendation to begin screening at age 50 for average risk women should be lowered to 40 nationwide, as Ontario and some other provinces have done.
And we're still looking at Quebec and Alberta a little bit behind everyone else. But, you know, it's great to know and it's great to see that we've made progress on that. If women are not feeling 100%, they know their bodies best, you know, so present. Make sure you go to, you know, your primary caregiver if you have one, and if not, certainly you can self-refer in most of the provinces to get that mammogram done.
According to the report, screening rates have not rebounded to pre-COVID-19 pandemic levels, with 44% of women surveyed choosing not to be screened. Canadians are expected to take full advantage of Black Friday deals this year. A holiday shopping survey by the Retail Council of Canada and Leger finds most people plan to spend $975 this year on the holidays. 84% of respondents say Black Friday is their most important shopping day, and more than half start researching 1 to 3 weeks in advance. The survey also suggested more shoppers are returning to brick and mortar stores for ideas and final buys, even though 80% compare prices online before making a purchase. Retail experts say smartphones are playing an increasing large part of the process.
We're north of 40% now in terms of holiday sales being done on mobile phones, and it allows you to sort of look quickly and compare different things. So, you know, some retailers like Amazon have special days where certain items are only available on their app. They also have Rufus, which is an AI that can help you shop. So we're seeing more Canadians buy on mobile over the last 5 to 10 years.
86% of respondents said they plan to shop close to home, with 84% hoping to buy Canadian. But the survey said price remains the #1 decision driver ahead of brand loyalty or location. A quick break from us, but before you go, we'll tell you what you need to know. Celebrate the holiday season at the Kitchener Market Annual Winter Artisan Market. Whether you're on the search for stocking stuffers or just enjoying the festive season with family, you can check out 30 local artisans, music, and crafts to kick off your weekend. Stay with us. Let's head back to the St. Jacobs Market District, where Alex Pinto is standing by live for the Holiday Sip and Shop event. We're losing our camera there. Apologies, everyone. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Oh, no. I hope we don't lose the camera, Leanne, because we've got to see how cool this event is down here. It is feeling really festive, and if you're not in the holiday spirit yet, this is definitely going to get you into the holiday spirit. Megan, Director of Operations here at the Market District, joins us live. Thank you so much for having us tonight. we've got to ask what people can expect to see this year.
Absolutely. So this is for our 5th year. This is our 5th Sip and Shop, and we've got a great assortment of artisan vendors. We have our regular, we've got lots of food vendors. We have 13 different alcohol vendors. So we've got breweries and wineries and distilleries all here to sample and to, you know, you can come and you can grab a drink and you can walk around and do all your Christmas shopping. It's the sipping and shopping. We've got the Sweeter Thans that are performing on the stage behind us all night, and just a really great kickoff to the holiday season.
What's it like for you to see members of the community coming back each and every year, and it's already so busy tonight?
Yeah, you know what? It's just a really great experience. We started this 5 years ago in hopes to bring some Christmas spirit to the Market District at night, give everyone a different viewpoint of the district and the farmers market, and to come and have just a different experience. And so we have people that come back year after year, and they travel from near and far. So it's just very heartwarming.
Well, there's lots to see and do here tonight, and like we said, getting into the festive spirit. Megan, thank you so much, and enjoy the event tonight. And yes, the event, if you can't get down here tonight, it is also taking place next Friday as well. Tonight, though, it is going until 9 o'clock this evening, so plenty of time left to do some sipping and some shopping here this evening. Weather-wise, though, if you're going to come down, you'd want to bundle up. We've got our layers on here tonight as well. Looking at our future cast to start off the evening. Right now, we're just seeing a few clouds over the market here at the St. Jacobs Market this hour, but it is starting to cool down as the hour continues. Getting into the overnight hours, some areas potentially could start to see a little bit of rain, if not some flurry activity, and that's pretty much how we could start off the weekend as well. Areas further to the north could see a little bit of snow as we get into your Sunday as well. For us here in Waterloo Region, that's where we're seeing a slight chance for some rain at this point. Temperature-wise, we are going down. Just moments ago, we were sitting at 7 degrees. Right now, we are dropping down to 5. It is 6 in London, 6 in Goddard. Slightly warmer if you're closer to Windsor there this evening. So overnight, -3. That is what we're expected to drop down to. But with that wind chill, it could feel more like -6. Partly cloudy, and again, starting with that 30% chance of rain. We could get into some drizzle overnight. Again, some areas potentially could see some flurry activity as well. Getting into your day tomorrow, 4 degrees, expected daytime high, seeing about a 30% chance of flurries at this point. We're definitely above seasonal for this time of year. 9 degrees is what we hit in terms of our high today. And that sun now going down 4:52 in the afternoon now. Over the next few days, after we could potentially see some rain or flurry activity to start off your weekend, Sunday is when we could see a little bit more cloud cover start to develop, 30% chance of showers, and then starting the work week off with a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 6 degrees. So we are definitely getting into the festive, the holiday spirit here at the St. Jacobs Market District for the holiday sip and shop. And I think in between shows, Leanne, I might have to do some shopping myself.
Hey, I'm jealous. You have a good assignment tonight. Love that you're warming up by the fire there as well. Great place to be. Alex, enjoy your shopping experience. Okay, here's what's trending. Music icon Paul McCartney is set to hit the stage in Hamilton tonight. McCartney will perform at TD Coliseum on the 3rd and final Canadian date of his Got Back tour. The former Beatle brought the show to Canada for the first time this week with 2 shows in Montreal. The tour kicked off in the U.S. in 2022, and McCartney has revived it each of the following 3 years. Broadway is coming to Center in the Square. The Tina Turner musical takes the Kitchener stage next Friday. Now, before Alex went out to St. Jacobs, she found out what to expect from this earlier today. Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tina, the Tina Turner musical, is going to be here at Center in the Square November 28th and 29th for only 3 shows. And we are here with the executive director today to chat a little bit more about what you can expect to see. Eric, great to see you. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, so a really, really exciting performance, Broadway level show coming here. Can you tell us a little bit about what people can expect to see?
Yeah, I think what's great bringing Broadway back here in Kitchener with Tina, the Tina Turner, the musical, is the fact that people will experience the full scale of a Broadway show like they would see it in New York. And the good news, other than the great story that we can talk about of Tina Turner, is the idea that they see it in this incredible facility, the Center of the Square, on one of the largest stages in Canada. So what you're going to see on stage is there's no limitation as far as technical capacities and the scale of the production. So it's a great experience for this market, for this community to come and see a show like the Tina Turner, the musical. And the idea also is Tina is multi-generational. Her music transcends multi-generations, and she has so many hits that you would bring anyone from any ages, bringing the family together, bringing friends together for this show, and people will know a lot of songs. I can guarantee you, even if they, oh, this is Tina Turner. Yes, it is. You know, she was a big star.
Yes, I was going to say classic hits that, yeah, people, multi-generations are hearing today still. Can you talk a bit about, you mentioned just that show coming here in Kitchener, but it's a little bit of a rarity in terms of from the East, where the show's actually going and being able to pick Kitchener.
Yeah, the show is in the U.S. on tour right now, and there's going to be only 2 dates in Canada. And is Vancouver, but also Kitchener. And Kitchener is the only one in Eastern Canada. So it's very exclusive. You're not going to see it in Toronto. You're not going to see it in Montreal. You're not going to see it in Halifax. It's coming here.
What's it like for you, too, to be part, you know, not only Center in the Square, but being able to have a facility like this here in the city of Kitchener, so close to members of the community? What's that like?
Well, what an amazing, let's call it, tool or infrastructure that we have here for the community. You got a venue that technically can do pretty much everything for 2,000 seats. Anything that is touring right now can go here in an amazing manner. We have so many great comments from the touring shows that are coming here. People are always very impressed with the quality, the production equipment we have, the production value that it can deliver, and of course the acoustic of this hall are fantastic. So I think this is something that this community needs to know, that it's a gem. You're going to have a great experience, and the show's going to be fantastic.
I think it's going to be quite the hit, for sure.
Yeah, and Tina, again, big star in those days, right? From her time with her husband, Ike, and then, you know, her story of divorce, leaving her husband, and her whole personal story through that. And I don't know if people knew, but she became very, very popular in her mid-40s.
Right.
What an inspirational story. And her hits in those days were as big as what you see with Beyonce or even a Taylor Swift today. So it's a great story, great music, great dancing. The production is beautiful. So let's just come and have fun with everyone together.
Yes, okay, and finally, I know you mentioned great dancing, great songs. What are you most excited for the show?
The story. And knowing that these production brings people together, no matter where you're from.
Yes, okay, so a big one to check out for sure. Again, only here for 3 shows, so November 28th and 29th. Eric, thank you so much for letting us have a chat today with you.
Well, thanks to you, and enjoy the show.
Hey, that looks like it'll be a good one. All right, stay with us. We have more coming up after the break. Here's the final 5 stories we're following today. The OHL has suspended a coach for hitting a player in the head with a hockey stick.
Working down the right side. Shot stopped by Bowen. The rebound, though, pops out. Dragusica goes down behind the net, as does Blasig, and oh my, Dragusica just slashed Blasig in the head.
Well, let's correct that. They have not suspended a coach, rather a player, Luke Dragusica of the Brampton Steelheads, seen in this video hitting Brady Blasig, a defenseman with the Oshawa Generals, in the head. The OHL suspended Dragusica for the remainder of the regular season and the playoffs. Blasig was cut by the stick and received medical assistance, but is okay. The International Committee of the Red Cross is cutting thousands of jobs, citing a drop in donations. The Red Cross says its 2026 budget is roughly $2.2 billion US. That's down 17% compared to this year. The drop means the organization will need to cut about 2,900 jobs. The announcement comes amid a dramatic international aid funding crisis. Since U.S. President Donald Trump returned to the White House, America has slashed foreign aid spending. The Red Cross says amid mounting geopolitical tension, other major donor countries have been more focused on defense spending. Major League Baseball returning to a special cornfield in Iowa next summer. The field, made famous by the 1989 movie Field of Dreams, starring Kevin Costner. The league announced a third Field of Dreams game for next August, where the Philadelphia Phillies will face the Minnesota Twins. The first Field of Dreams game was in 2021. Very cool. Burlington celebrating a hometown hero today. Tennis star Victoria Mboko, as she was awarded the key to the city. Burlington's mayor will present the 19-year-old with the honor in a public ceremony. Mboko won the 2025 National Bank Open in Montreal this summer. And finally for us, the third annual Night in the Cold took place last night. Over 150 students from 5 Catholic high schools spent the night in tents to get a better understanding of the daily struggles the unhoused population faces here in Waterloo Region. Some of the participants we spoke with say it gave them a clear picture of some of the challenges the vulnerable population has.
We had sleeping bags, we had blankets, and we had warmers, and most of actual unhoused people don't have these necessities. So if I was coming out here bare, only with a coat on my back, and then nowhere to actually sleep, no sleeping bag, just on the floor or wherever, it's really bad. So I just think we need to acknowledge them and do our best to really provide for them.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Ashley Bacon will learn more about the event and the fundraising efforts for community programs. Wow, good for them doing this, a great initiative. All right, that's it for us. We'll be back at 6 with your next local news. Have a great night and a great weekend. Take care.